My first Sega game on a Nintendo platform. Hey, how's it going? It's FamKam. And it's Christmas time. Well, technically Christmas Eve if you're watching this when this came out in most time zones. But nevertheless, it's time for another game collections video, and in tonight's video, I will be showing you, yes you, 6 games that I got for Christmas over the years. Most of it was throughout my childhood, but one of them was also a college going away Christmas present that I got from my mom toward the end of the video. But nevertheless, let's start with the first of the 6. And that would be Mario Kart 64. I was in 3rd grade when I got my N64. And I wanted Mario Kart 64 as my first game, but it ended up being Super Mario 64 because at the time that my mom and my sister went to, I believe it was Target, to pick up the N64, Mario Kart 64 was sold out. So instead, she picked up Super Mario 64 because she knew I wanted that game too. So that was the first game that she got. But then, a few months later, when Christmas hit that year, Christmas 1996, she picked up Mario Kart 64 and a blue controller. So my sister and I played a lot of it. Eventually we got 2 more controllers so that friends could play with us too. But for that time we just had the 2. Fast forward 4 years later, can't believe it was only 4 years. It felt longer because, when you're a kid, in most cases, time feels longer because, it's a larger portion of your life. And as you get older, it's the same amount of time. It's a smaller portion of your life because you have more years added to your life, But anyway, not the point of this video. 4 years later, the year 2000, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask came out. And I was floored by this. I was a huge fan of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Still am. But when this came out, I was blown away because of all the special effects they added to Zelda. It looked amazing at the time. And I also love the fact that the cartridge is holographic. Let's see, yeah, you can kind of see it. It's 3-dimensional. Very trippy. I spent hours staring at this controller back in the day. I probably did that as much as I played the game, quite honestly. It kind of sounds like a zipper when you scratch it. But you gotta scratch it gently so you don't damage it. Anyway, Pikmin. I really loved this game a ton. I was in 8th grade when the GameCube came out. And I remember being super stoked about it because I wanted a Dreamcast back in the day, but I never got one. Sega was known for only having like a couple years shelf life of their consoles before doing something crazy. Like with the Sega Genesis, they had the Sega CD and the Sega 32X. Like 32X is your new platform, and then Sega Saturn came out less than a year after that. Why? And my mom looked into it when I wanted a Dreamcast, and she learned that Sega had a reputation of doing that. And sure enough, a year and a half after the Dreamcast came out, it was discontinued. And they went third party. But anyway, that's part of why I was looking forward to the GameCube so much, because it was essentially Nintendo's Dreamcast in many ways. So when I got the GameCube, this was the first game I got. You play a tiny spaceman who commands an army of colorful creatures called Pikmin, and fight these monsters and try to find your ship parts so you can fly home and abandon your little Pikmin, apparently. But it's a very calming game. I'm gonna need to play this on this channel. And what I really loved at the time were these little discs. They're not practical. They hold significantly less memory, obviously, than the bigger discs, the CD-size disc, but they look and feel cool in your hands. Speaking of Nintendo's Dreamcast, my first Sega game on a Nintendo platform, Super Monkey Ball. I got this the same year as I got Pikmin. I just opened it later than I opened Pikmin. But it's, you play as a monkey riding a ball, pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of like Marbles. Not Marbles on Steam, but Marble Madness and Marble Skies. Those kinds of games where you roll a marble around to the platform in the sky and try to get to the end. I played this a ton too. It not only has that, that's the main game, but it also has a bunch of other types of games. It has monkey billiards, monkey bowling, monkey golf, monkey fights, monkey race, and monkey target. Billiards is 9-ball. You try to knock the balls in an order and get to the 9-ball before your opponent does. I'm sure some of you know how 9-ball works. Monkey bowling, you play bowling in front of this palace. Monkey golf, where you play mini golf. And then there's monkey fight, where you move around a platform with a boxing glove and you try to knock your opponents off the map. You also get certain items, like you have a bigger boxing glove or longer spring. Go for the longer spring because you have more attack power with that and better reach. Monkey race, this is basically Super Monkey Ball's Mario Kart. Need I say more? Monkey target, now this is one of my favorites. You ride down a ramp and then jump and then open your monkey ball context into wings, basically, and then you glide across and you try to land on one of the targets, but you have to close the ball before you land, because if you don't, it doesn't count. You have to close the ball before you land and hope that you don't roll off. Sometimes bombs appear, sometimes there's increased friction where you just slow down faster, and sometimes it's magnetic where as soon as you land, that's just where you are, and you can't fall off. You spin a wheel for such items. That's Super Monkey Ball. SpiderMan. So this SpiderMan game is also available on PS2 and I believe Xbox as well. You play Spider-Man. Duh. This is based on the first of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, because that's the era when this came out. But what I love most about this game is the tutorial voice, because it was so sassy. When you go through the tutorial, there's one part where you start fighting and it encourages you to practice your fighting. It's like, I'm gonna get a ham sandwich. Let me know when you're done beating bad guys up. They even used a Marx Brothers joke in it, where he's explaining something. He's like, you follow me? Well, stop following me or I'll have you arrested. One of my favorite Marx Brothers jokes ever. So random, but so hilarious. And last but most certainly not least, jump forward almost a full decade. New Super Mario Brothers Wii. When I went off to college and lived about 3 hours from home, my mom got me this for Christmas to take with me. And my friends and I, who played this game a lot, called it the divorce game. And the reason why is because you're playing a Mario game together side by side, and you can easily screw each other over by jumping on each other, jumping on blocks that we're standing on, stealing each other's coins, knocking each other off the map. And yeah, we had a lot of arguments over that. So yeah, that's why we called it the divorce game. In fact, my roommate and I were roommates back in college as well. And he and I still call this the divorce game, but we haven't played it in years. If you want to see him play it with me on stream over on Twitch, let me know in the comments down below. Well, that's the 16 games that I got for Christmas over the years. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope all of you have a happy holiday season, regardless of what you celebrate, or if you even celebrate. I hope you have a lovely end of 2020. 2020 is coming to an end, and a lot of us are excited about that. Let's hope that 2021 is a much better year for all of us. That being said, thank you once again for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, click subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell to join the fam and never miss a video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video and on a stream over on Twitch. And until next time, as always,